Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome, Scooby Gang. This is your host, Scooby Prime, coming at you with my special guests. For a lot of the guys who watch this channel, you're going to know who they are, but we have BotvsCon on the channel today, and we have Bobby the Bot and James the Con. Hey. We'll do. I should have got a laugh track or applause track in the background. But hey, listen, a lot of the folks in this community know who you guys are. You're all about community. You're all about building that up. We meet you. A lot of people get to meet you, members, subscribers, and just random fans at the conventions, which is really cool that you guys go and do that. You show up, and you also do hangouts. I know, Bobby, I mean, if you want to take a couple of minutes and talk about your hangout from yesterday, I know you met up with not only YouTubers, but friends and members. You want to talk about your experience?
Yeah, it was really cool. Thanks for asking, and thanks for having us on the show first and foremost. So
Yes,
really do appreciate that. Longtime member of our channel, and we've met in person a couple years ago, I think. Now at this point, so really appreciate you having us on. The event yesterday was really cool. So shout out to the Retro Republic, and that's the name we're going by now. So you'll see that coming up more and more. But yeah, it was really cool. A couple of people couldn't make it, last minute things, so that it happens. But we want to say in particular, shout out to TNT Neon Prime, because he drove down from North Carolina to come hang out. And John McWilliams came in from Augusta to hang out. So no slight to anybody else that came to hang out, but those guys like really put some miles in to come hang out. So it was really cool. We ended up at Punch Bowl Social, which is at the Battery. Had some food. Food was pretty good. Had a couple of drinks. I had some drinks. And just some fun conversation and bonding and talking. And the next event, we're gonna go see the Transformers movie together.
Oh,
so
that is awesome. You're going as a group. Can I ask a stupid question? What's the Battery? Is it like
the Battery is where the Brave Stadium, basically. And so there's the stadium, and like right outside the stadium, which is all part of the theme, there are restaurants and stuff like that, or all Braves affiliated type of thing. So you can go to different restaurants and hang out and pre-game, before or after, or post-game, and hang out and stuff. And so really cool.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And I do have a couple of other members who found out I was interviewing you two, and they wanted me to start off with their questions. So I've got my questions, which may be a little bit more serious, but we're going to start off with I think you know this gentleman. It goes by Sinistar Alpha. You guys familiar?
It may ring a bell.
Maybe a little bit. I may have heard the name once or twice.
He wants to know, hey Bobby, what's the most you ever paid for a Legend Scale Dinobot?
The most I've paid for a Legend Scale Dinobot?
I think that's a mistake. I think he means masterpiece scale.
Yeah, I think he definitely means a masterpiece. And
I think he's trying to pull a scab off there, Bobby.
Yeah. So to answer the question directly, the most I've paid for a Legends Dinobot is 110, I think it was, for the combining piece to go with the New Age. So yeah, right back at you. So yes, 110, which is what everybody else paid. Thank you very much. Actually, I take that back. I got it on points, so actually I didn't pay anything for it. So there.
So see, Sinistar, you gotta make sure you don't have typos, because he answered you directly and didn't get to pull that wound open again.
Nope. Thank you very much for bringing up how I saved my money and used points. I appreciate you.
And the next question is for both of you, from Big Easy, and he wants to know if you're both in on Rising Force Space Monkey Snatch.
I think it looks fantastic. Serious answer. It looks great. They did a great job with it. It's not on the scale I would want, and with Mecha Invasion, I'm not picking it up. That's my serious answer. My non-serious answer is I'll go to the zoo and see what I can find.
Oh my God. Bobby, I know you just chopping at the bit.
No, so serious answer is the same as James. I it, it doesn't fit the scale that I'm going with in my collection now. Um, and I don't know, it's something about the name that just makes me feel like if I were to get it, I'd be a pervert or something like that. So I'm not grabbing any snatches.
You know, I don't know where I know they're different culture overseas and stuff. I just don't know where they come up with some of these naming conventions. They have to, I would think you'd want to go on like a Google or something and just verify whatever you're about to name something. Is it going to come back to be a giant joke?
If we're going to talk about it, it actually kind of makes sense. Snatch, swindle, understood. That
makes sense to me.
You know, Space Monkey maybe lost in translation, and that's kind of cool for Bruticus.
Yeah.
I don't know, but when you put it all together,
like snatch and grab makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Space
I
Monkey?
get where they're coming from, but the whole name of it is unfortunate.
There's just some slang terms that when you put those words together, it just doesn't make me think of a toy. Well, I guess it could be a certain kind of toy that might be used for those types of things. But yeah,
After dark.
Yeah. So,
no, kidding.
You know,
by the way, I do want to just interrupt you and say there is a disclaimer at the beginning of this that says this channel is for 18 years and older. So if you're under 18, you wandered into here, that's on you and your parents. So get out, because we're going to have adult conversations here, because I curse. And I know other guys curse too. So be it. That's life.
Yeah. So I'm somebody, I'm not going to say it, but
let's leave that off. What's the next question?
All right. Now I want to get to my questions, because I'm not going to ask you, when did you get into collecting, and what was your first Transformer, and what got you back into it? I mean, you guys, for two reasons. One, I know you guys, I know the answers, and yes, there's people out there that probably don't know the answers, but they could go to one of your many other interviews and get that, because it seems like those are kind of the redundant ones. I want to just dig a little deeper. So I want to say, if you could travel in life, let's say you're retired, and you can travel to the ends of the earth, wherever you want to go. In your collection today, what figure would you want with you, or what figure is so important or valuable to you? Would you want, if possible, and all the logistics and everything else worked out, didn't cost you a dime, what's the figure in this, scenario that you would want, because it just means that much to you?
So with that question, we're assuming that we got rid of where we're staying and we can only take one figure.
It assumes you're too much, so come back for figures.
For me, I mean, it would be the same one that I've always said. It would be the perfect effect Biotech.
Ooh, do you have that? I don't even know what that looks like.
It's a blue dragon. Yes, you can look it up.
Oh, wait. I think I have the mini legend scaled one. I think I showed it to you one time.
It's the Iron Factory with the Biotech.
Yes, Iron Factory. Gotcha. How about you, Bobby? Don't say that Metroplex with you.
So for me, this is gonna sound bad. Being that I lost all of my collection from when I was a child, I don't have a will attachment to anything right now, because everything's pretty new-ish. 20 years old at the probably at the most. But I would say Advanced Toys Motor Master, and I'm just going to throw that out there because that's one that I really like, and it's hard to find.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put a twist on it now. I'm gonna say, what's one figure, if you could travel to the ends of the earth, would you like to have that is not in your collection right now? So what would you go find? And again, some Indiana Jones type history department is going to pay for your trip to go around the world to find this figure. So
There's actually two. I'll go first on this one. Since the first last time. There's two. So it's Fans Hobby purple Power Bracer, the Shattered Glass Power Bracer, and the other one is the MMCK Enemy.
oh yeah, I want that guy.
Isn't that three of them though, Bobby? There's three of them.
Oh, you're
You
talking
get two
about
with the Shattered Glass.
Okay, well,
I'm just pulling your king.
well, I didn't know if it came as a box set or what, so you know, I thought it did. I don't know.
I don't know.
So let me have it.
Well, if I'm gonna go with my logic, what would that be? 5 people with all little guys. Anyways, if I was to pick one, it would be if somebody's gonna help me find it, it would be the black repaint of Fire Convoy from RID 2001. He's black, gold, and red, and it's the fire truck mold. There was like 5 made. So I've got a team behind me to go find them. Yeah, I'll go find one. We'll go busting down some doors.
All right. Well, that sounds good. So you guys have each a figure you take with you, and you each have a figure you go to the ends of the earth for. That's good. I'm gonna ask you this next one because I was thinking through these questions and trying to think. You know what you know, Bobby, you just mentioned, you know, your childhood, you lost everything, you know, from your childhood. I did too. I'm not sure it's the same circumstances, but at the end of the day, we're both at the same spot where we basically don't have anything from our childhood left over. In fact, the clean out at my parents' place was so bad that I even lost things like my varsity jacket, things like that. Just stuff I'll never be able to duplicate or put the effort in to get again. So, and those used to be big. I don't know if they're big with kids nowadays, but it used to be like a sense of pride when you lettered in something. But anyway, with that said, I lost everything. But when I had my toys and stuff, I played rough with them. Like whether it was G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers. I mean, there was some battle damage being done. And they were not coming back fully in full pieces sometimes. You know, things would break off, whatever. I'm curious with you guys, you know, your experience growing up, you know, did you play? Did you take them outside? Or were they more like, you know, I'm going to be very gentle with them and careful with how I interact with them? Because I played the crap out of mine.
You want to go first, James?
Sure, I'll go. I took them outside and stuff, but I wasn't rough on them. I didn't break them. Besides one Transmetal 2 Megatron that had gold plastic syndrome. But I wouldn't like bang them against each other and make them break and stuff. They still looked good on the shelf, and they still look good on the shelf today because I fortunately have a dad who took care of my figures for me. So I think that I would play with them, definitely, but I wouldn't destroy them.
I didn't destroy them, but I definitely mashed them against them, so there'd be like paint chips on the front of Optimus Prime.
Oh no,
and stuff like that.
I was careful with them because you didn't get them all the time. So.
Yeah. How about you, Bobby?
I'm the same with James. I kind of treated my figures like I treat them, not as well as I treat them now, but I didn't take them outside. I had, you know, little bases or something like that. So I grew up in apartments, you know, most of my life. And so you know, it was like, it's not like I was gonna leave them in the back or play with them in the backyard or anything like that. So, yeah, I didn't take my figures outside. I moved a lot as well. So it was always like a new setup wherever I went. So I had basically the roughest that happened with my figures is that when I had put them up, I had like a big moving box, and all of them would get put in that movie. All the Transformers would get there in that box, or my Mass toys would be in another box, or Turtles in another box, you know. So that would probably be the most contact that they had with each other, was being on top of each other, in the box together.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd even have my G.I. Joes. I had the original Real American Heroes, so they were the 3 and 3/4 inches. Yeah, sometimes they'd have red crayon on them from getting shot. So, you know, I'd always wash it back off, you know, but, you know, when I was playing with them, hey, sometimes some of them didn't come back out of the scene. So, that's just the way I was. Um, you know, since we're on the kids route, and you know we're all adults now, and we can all kind of look back on that time period. Did you ever think you would basically have a giant collection of you know, our wives would probably call them dolls or toys. We call them collectibles, you know, and action figures. But you know, did you ever think that this would be a part of your life again at this point? And Bobby, maybe you go first on this one.
I knew they were because of like I said, I started collecting probably, and I'm just throwing a number out there, 20 years ago, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But you know, I started to collect, and I started to like make dashes to Toys R Us, and you know, with adult money, it was a little bit different type of collecting, and it's something that I always wanted to do. And I've shared this story before. Like I remember going to Toys R Us with a cart and just taking every figure that they had and throwing one of each in my cart, and you know, checking out. It was like the proud, you know, kid that is an adult moment. And so from there, I figured I was going to continue to collect. I didn't think 4 years ago that I would be collecting the way I am now. So that's kind of two time periods that I can talk about where there's no way, if you would have asked me, you know, 4.5 years ago, prior to meeting James, would I be doing the stuff I'm doing now? Hell no.
So it's James's fault.
Of course.
I guess, but you know, when I first met him, it felt like he was going to be doing all this because he went in there with the cart, boom, 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 buying everything. So wow. It's not like, I was like, oh, this is how he's always doing these things.
He was a kid in a candy store, I bet, first time. I was.
Yeah.
First time I met you guys was Baltimore, and I went in there with a budget, and I like went 3 times over that budget.
That's why you have to, like Bobby says, you figure out the budget on the Monday after the thing.
Exactly.
The time spent afterwards, my wife was with me too on that. She's like, "Oh my God, are you done yet?" I was like, "No, one more round. Let's get one more round for everybody."
So for me, it's it's expected just because I never stopped. You know, Bobby had a big lull where he didn't collect. A lot of people do. With me, I never stopped since I was 3 or 4 years old, and I just continued to buy action figures throughout my teenage years. You know, less than I would now. You know, so on and so forth. And when you collect that much, it's gonna show up. And I'm still waiting on to get these shelves up. I finally picked a room color. So it makes sense that I have so much. And you know, I was one of the I don't say I was one, but I was on the first bandwagon for third party with the Fans Project Ultra Magnus armor. And I never jumped off that train. I was saying third party's where it's at since 2009. Wow. So I've it makes sense that as there's more companies, as there's more Transformers coming out, that I'm just gonna keep buying. Now, did I buy more Hasbro then, third party? Yeah, and those things have changed. Did I expect that to happen? Probably not, just because back then you think Hasbro's the top dog.
Yeah.
You know, there were upgrade sets for Transformers first, and then they started doing their own figures, and they were crap. And then they started making good figures, you know, and it was a fun ride, and now it's definitely third parties where it's at. So I know one of the figures that me and Bobby are really looking forward to has shipped, for me at least. Hopefully it shipped for him.
Oh, is that the Afterburner? Finger Toes Afterburner?
Check our hauls to see.
It may or may not be that figure.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty safe putting money on that one. I've just heard you guys too many times on past videos. So with that said, final question, and then we're going to get into a little bit of mano-y-mano with you two. A little head-to-head action there with you guys. That's getting edited out. That is definitely making the edit floor room cut, or as they say. So okay, so we talked. So we talked about where you're at today, where you thought you may be, and you know, being a kid, would you ever see yourself here? What about 20 years from now? Let's say, you know, for Bobby and me, we'll be in our probably our 60s, 70s in 20 years. And James, you'll be in your 40s. But just kidding, buddy.
I wish.
But no, seriously, do you still see like even a industry for collectibles being around? Because I have a lot of fears that major toy companies won't be around in 20 years. But does that mean all the third parties go away and fourth parties? You know, where do you see yourself either doing this or not doing this? And isn't even a possibility to keep going if you want to? And James, we'll go with you.
Yeah, this is an interesting question, and you brought up what I was actually going to say. Is it doesn't matter what me and Bobby decide to do; it matters what the industry will do.
Yeah.
We've already seen that Hasbro is very tenuous about making actual figures. But let's say things go on track. I don't see myself stopping. I see myself continuing. I think third parties are going to continue no matter what. Now, will the prices skyrocket and there'll be more, you know, like Hot Toys or something like that, and more premium because there are no, you know, normal collections? Possibly. But I don't think like I said, my thumbs up. I haven't stopped since I was a kid, and I don't plan to stop going into the future. Now, if there isn't anything I want to buy, or I have everything and I'm good without getting a second one, then I will slow down, obviously. Yeah. Like, you know, Robot Toys Beedrill. If I get that, and then another Waspinator comes out, is it going to even top it? You know?
Not for me. So, that's in my top 5 figures of the year right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if they just keep doing that, they do what honestly Hasbro is doing right now, then I'll probably only buy the weird stuff. But I hope that we're able to keep going. As far as is there going to be a toy industry or not? Probably. I see it ending, but I see small businesses running with it. I think Hasbro will probably license out Transformers eventually. Hopefully it's not to Bobby's favorite company that did Mask, who shall not be named. But I do think they will license it out to a third party. There will be continued to be third party figures being made. But we'll have to see where that goes. Because there is money to make in it.
Yeah. And
I think that's all they care about, and they will figure out a way. And they have diehard fans that buy literally every release that they come out with. It's not me or Bobby. But there are people that buy every single Hasbro release. More power to you. I mean,
you got me in the last video where you said you used to buy waves and just buy every figure because they were affordable. And now with this other price increase, it seems like the second one in like 3, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
It's based on bad decisions they just keep making bad decision on top of bad decision, and I don't know who's advising him or if he's not listening, but I'm sorry, I'll say his name, Chris Cox. He was a mistake to hire a guy from Microsoft who knows nothing about the toy world, toy industry, came out of the gaming world, and he has been an absolute disaster for us collectors. But, you know, what can you do? He's there. None of us are going to get him out of that position. What about you, Bobby?
Well, one second. I just wanted to say, Behind the Whole Waves was at BBTS. They were about $60 to $65 for all 4 figures, and you actually got a discount if you bought them all at once.
Wait, what was this? Which one?
It was It was Combiner Wars and before that.
Oh, okay.
So, and you would get a discount if you bought them all, and then I think Walmart made them stop that because it's cutting into their profits. But it was very fun. It was a very fun time.
Yeah, I mean, under the God bless the former, rest in peace, former CEO, and you know, he passed away from cancer, but he did a lot to revive Hasbro, and he did a lot to revive Transformers, and he did a lot to even get that War for Cybertron series up and running. And you know, unfortunately, he passed away, but I think if he was still in control and he was a toy guy that worked his way up, I think that Hasbro would be a different company today. I really do. But Bobby, up to you. Same question.
So I think we've kind of hit a fork in the road for me, and it was initially me catching up, and so I bought a lot, and there was stuff that was out that I had no idea about, and so now I'm pretty caught up with everything, and naturally because of that, my collecting of figures has slowed down. I think that will continue to happen. As James said, you know, I used to collect Hasbro primarily. Then I should say 100% Hasbro. Then I dipped my toe into third party, and you know, I should say I collected Hasbro and Masterpiece, and then dipped my toe into third party. Then that started being me going swimming all in with third party. Then I you know, dipped my toe in with Legends, and then that became dabbling, and I had to remove the dabbling tab, and now I had to replace Hasbro and put that on a dabbling tab, because the options of the figures are coming out with, a lot of them are just repaints, a lot of them are repackages, so it becomes that the one or two figures that I want, I'll grab, but then the price is to the point where it ends up going on sale or clearance, you know, a month or so later. So now I may pick up, you know, 10 Hasbro figures a year, where I primarily before I would pick up 60, 70 Hasbro figures a year.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting older, it kind of starts to be the same with some of the other companies, because we have companies that have been here, but then they're gone. You know, I was really liking Transart. Transart is gone. Wow. You know, and so it's almost a process of elimination. I mean, MMC, you know, DX9 is back, but you know, they were gone for a little bit. So Fans Toys, X Transbots, MMC / Ocular Max, you know, now Bingo Toys is coming up, Mecha Invasion is coming up. So there's some new players in the world, but it's going to take them time to release figures, which is naturally as well going to kind of make me slow down as I'm waiting for figures just to get released. And so while there's a lot of options out there, there's not as many options as it was for me 4 years ago or 3 years ago, or, you know, maybe even 2 years ago, when I was having the crazy hauls and, you know, spending thousands of dollars at a convention and stuff like that. So now, as I'm getting older, I can just see that the writing's on the wall. I mean, it's going to be where they have, you know, how many Optimus Primes do I need? I mean, you know, this case is all different versions of Optimus Prime. So how many more do I need? How many more are going to be different? And so I think I will eventually slow down, but it's just a matter of, you know, where does my dollar go then?
Yeah, I mean, it may go to a different toy line completely. I mean, if you still have the plastic crack addiction that we all have, you know, it may go to G.I. Joe, or right now you're starting to look at Mask, and, you know, you're hoping, and I agree with you, you know, you can't do 5 different lines of ramen toys. They just price you out. So you hope there's just a standard line that of the scale you're looking for. That's why I stayed out of it. I think his line of Mask is fantastic, but I'm so confused with the different sizes. It's like, I don't know where I want to go. So I'm in on Knight Rider, I'm in on Dukes of Hazzard, I'm in on Airwolf, and if they ever, you know, standardize something. With that said, I don't have any more questions, so I'm going to jump right into this game I created. So hopefully you guys will be able to see it. I'm going to share my screen right now. Let me know if you guys see it.
I see it.
Yes.
All right. So, being in the order I see you guys on my screen, James will be guest number 1, and Bobby will be guest number 2. So the good news is the way this game is playing is it's called Bamboozle. So you may get bamboozled on one of these questions. We'll have to wait and see because it may be legit, it may not be legit. The answer may be legit, the answer may not be legit. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But basically anybody grew up in the 80s, there may be some things in here that may seem pretty familiar when you get a question wrong. That's all I'll say. But with that said, I am going to have the first question go to James. And if you guys can see it, James, go ahead, read the question, and we'll see if you get it right or wrong.
In the Transformers story, Exodus, what role did Omega Supreme play? I have not read Exodus, so if he was anything other than a Guardian, I have no clue.
Okay, Guardian, I'll say, is a partial answer, so unfortunately, you're going to be wrong.
Okay.
And you got a Spammy, which is a combination of Scooby Prime and a Whammy from a game show that used to be called Press Your Luck.
No spammies, no spammies, no spammies, no spammies.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes, so you got to hope. No spammies. But partial right, he was Guardian of Crystal City.
I'm we'll throw it a flag or something. I don't even know what Crystal City is. Isn't that where they go for the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, okay. You know what? Bobby, it's your call. Should I reset the game and give him that one? Or should he keep the spammy?
I like spam, so I'm good with that.
All right. All right. And going on to the next question. Go ahead, Bobby. Read your question.
In the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, which chapter did Cog sacrifice himself? I don't think he did, but I'm going to go with Siege.
Siege? Or
yes.
C? Oh, Siege. A.
Siege.
You got spammy.
I don't like spam.
That's a Monty Python skit. That's something all completely different. All right, the answer was Earthrise. All right, James, up to you. Next question. Which do you prefer, 1980s Madonna or 1990s Madonna?
Oh, that's easy, 80s.
All right. There's no wrong answer there.
Well, Vogue is a great song, though, but that came out in 1990. Yeah, I'll still say 80s.
Okay. Bobby, ready for your question?
I'm ready.
Which Michael Jackson do you prefer?
Ooh. Damn. All right, so Remember the Time is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. But that Thriller album was everything. So I'm gonna have to go with that. It changed how videos were done. It changed how we saw a 2-minute video go to being like a 6-minute video. We saw how much money was put into a video. So yeah, I gotta go with Thriller.
You've been bamboozled. That's not the real question. The real question is Michael Jackson or Prince? No spammy. Just been bamboozled.
Oh, okay. So
this is a tough one.
This is tough because I have an affinity for both. Young Bobby would go Michael Jackson. Old Bobby goes Prince.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because Prince's music had an adult theme to it that I didn't necessarily understand. And then I learned really quickly about wanting somebody to purify themselves in Lake Minnetonka after watching Purple Rain. And so so Michael Jackson was, younger Bobby loved Michael Jackson, older Bobby loves Prince. So I'm gonna bamboozle you and say which Bobby are you talking to?
I'm gonna go with the older Bobby and go with Prince. But rest in peace, both these guys, amazing artists. Yeah. Miss them both. Could be turning out more music. All right. Next question, James. You are up. Go ahead.
What major upgrade did Takara Tomy give its Unite Warriors Devastator that the standard Western Hasbro release lacked? Let me read all these. That's not true. That's not true. Well, that's easy. That's A. Individual elbow joints.
And for the man who mentions elbow joints on almost every video, you are correct. Oh my goodness. Bobby, ready for yours?
Yes.
Who did it better?
What notable features did Hasbro add to its masterpiece MP10 Optimus Prime that were absent from Takara Tomy's MP10 Convoy? I'm gonna go with A.
A is your final answer. You are correct, sir.
All right.
All right, guys, and we're back. We had some technical difficulties on and off through the video. I had to stop, switch out, and put some new hardware to use, put some new things up here so that we can continue with the game and continue to have fun with these guys. You know, right now, just to get everybody up to speed, right now we have a 1-1 tie. So the bot and the con, we have no clear winner yet. So, you know, we're gonna keep testing them here because we have to walk away. I do have a tiebreaker question. So, and I hope it's fair. So we'll continue. But Bobby ended the last round with the correct answer. So James, we are back to you. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. These are called therapist questions. What do they think? Go ahead, read your question.
What do people outside your family, close friends, and the collecting community think about the money you spend collecting Transformers and other toys or dolls? So this is like a short answer question.
Yep.
I think Bobby would be more interesting because my family is like, yeah, go do what makes you happy. Go get it. So, there's not much thing, and yes, I've been bamboozled. They're all nuts. Well, you know, you guys might be.
Yeah, I have to say, James, most people probably think we're all a little nuts spending money on this stuff. But yes, as I always say, my wife wants to get under my skin. She'll go, oh, how are your dolls? And I'm like, they're not dolls. They're action figures.
Why not? Put them in a dress.
Oh, there you go. All right, Bobby, you're up next on the therapist question. Go ahead and read.
What happens to the collection? What do you think will happen to your collection when you either stop collecting or your interest in collecting begins to fade? It will probably stick around and hang out and until I decide that I'm totally out and I want to get rid of it, but it will just stay around. I mean, I have furniture for it now, so it will just be, you know, the stuff that goes in that's in the cabinets, and it's just like, all right, cool. I just haven't added anything to it.
You'd have to sell the furniture as well.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, unless you know, I really needed the money or something like that, I don't think I would end up doing anything with my collection. My plans were to pass it down to my daughter. Hopefully, she will enjoy it. You know, even if it's just a matter of looking at it. But that's the goal.
That's the goal. Yeah, we're still all knucking futs, buddy. Listen, actually, on a serious note, I see more and more young women getting involved in the collecting world. So hopefully one day your daughter is going to love it and will take it. You know, I am shocked at the level of dads bringing their daughters to these conventions now. So,
yeah. Sometimes it's from a desire, and sometimes it's because you're forced to.
I'll tell you,
I gotta watch my daughter today, but I really want to go to this convention. Come on, babe, we're gonna go somewhere fun.
Yeah, it's for you, honey. I actually talked to a few dads who were there with their daughters, just standing in lines for things and stuff like that. And seems like the most popular thing with young girls at the conventions is blockies. They love blockies.
See that?
Yeah.
I can see that.
All right, James, you're up again. We're still tied. All right, we're going to do rapid response. 100 folks on the street were surveyed. Here are the top 2 answers that came back. You're going to have to pick one each. Are you ready?
Okay.
Velma or Daphne?
Velma.
Daphne.
Scooby-Dum or Scrappy-Doo?
Scrappy-Doo.
All right, Ginger or Marianne?
I don't know who those are, so I'm going to go with Ginger.
Gilligan's Island.
Never watched it.
Oh, Bobby, I feel old. All right, listen, there were no wrong answers there, so good job. You're still at 1 spammy. Bobby, you're up 2. Feel free.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was for both of us, so I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. James can answer right after you answer. So here we go. 100 folks on the street were surveyed. Ready? Cheers or Frasier? Cheers. James, you don't have one, do you?
Frasier, because my grandma used to watch it.
There you go. Camaro or Firebird?
Camaro.
I would say Camaro as well.
New Edition or Belle Biv DeVoe?
New Edition. Belle Biv DeVoe. There would be no Belle Biv DeVoe without New Edition.
I'll go with what Bobby said.
I'll tell you what, Belle Biv DeVoe, my freshman year of high school, was huge. All right, no wrong answers. Bobby, you stay at 1 spammy. So, moving on to the next question. Are you for real? James, you're up. Which of these was a real style? Choose one.
I mean...
Or choose whatever you want to use.
I know button-fly jeans are real, so I'll go with that.
Button-fly jeans. Let's see. You've been bamboozled. Both are real. You're going to get a spammy for that one.
Okay.
All right, Bobby, you're up next. Your question.
Sure.
So remember, Bobby, there's a third answer. 2 more answers. Both of them can be fake, or both of them can be real.
That is true.
I think they're both real.
Both real? You are correct, sir. And I believe this one was pretty big in California back in the day. CNC surf designs. So you are good. So we are at the end of the game. And so the winner is Bobby. Yay! And you know what you get, Bobby? You get Sinistar Alpha to send you another box of Lokis. I think he's my prize guy. So you're going to get prizes from Sinistar Alpha. So if he's out there, you know, he watching this, he knows he's got to put in the mail another thing of Blokies.
That's funny.
So with that said, gentlemen, I want to thank you for dealing with my technical difficulties, for having a little fun with folks and doing something a little bit outside the normal realm of an interview. As corny or as dad-like, joke-like as it was, I do appreciate it. Do want to say to the folks out there, I've known these guys for almost 2 years now. Really getting to know them. They're really good people. Support their channel. I know they're real close. They were saying it on their video today. They're real close to 4,000 subscribers. Go on out there if you're on my channel and you haven't checked out BotvsCon yet, and go ahead and subscribe to these guys. They do a great job with the news, the back and forth. Sometimes the arguing, sometimes the agreeing can be quite funny. And they have a great segment at the end of their shows now. So, you know, they're going to post and try to bring the folks in and ask questions for you to give your opinion on certain things. So with that said, I'm going to give final words to you two, and then we're going to sign off. So James, floor is yours first, because I got you right beneath me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us, Scooby. It was fun. We look forward to seeing you and everybody else at any conventions that we come up to. So stay tuned for more information on Orlando. We have big things coming.
I cannot wait. Mr. Bobby?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for having us on. This was fun. Really appreciate your support. Really excited for you to have your own channel now, and you're able to share your collection. So congrats on that. Really do appreciate the support that BotvsCon has been receiving. Our anniversary is coming up in November. So yes, as Scooby said, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It really does help us out. And, you know, we're looking forward to Orlando. We're looking forward to the members and to the subscriber lives that we have coming up later this month.
Yeah, and I'll just say to those watching this video, you know, I thought I was on an island when I started collecting, and I just, you know, the YouTube algorithm just randomly brought these guys into my life, and then I met them in Baltimore and couldn't be more genuine, real dudes, and just loved being around their members, their subscribers, their you know, other YouTubers, and just the general community. I know Bobby's got a whole other group going now down in Georgia, so you know, go hang out with those guys and you know, have some fun there. But who knows, you know, maybe you'll see them at an upcoming convention or maybe some event that they're going to throw. But these guys are worth supporting, so please go out and support these guys as much as you can. We need to keep them in the community, and we need to keep them going strong. So with that said, I want to thank them one last time and say, everybody, wait for my next video drop. It's going to be my first review on a legend scale figure, and it should be coming up soon. So with that said, this is Scooby Prime, and I am out of here. See you guys.
Oh, T3PK Network.
Transformers, third party kingdom. Every voice in position, give ATL chasing grails with a collector's precision. Basement in the attic, live bringing energy to the stage. Diecast collector with the real talk, setting shelves in array.
MD Seeker takes flight. American dads keep it grounded. The Icon files dig deep where the history gets uncovered.
Let's talk about it.
Breaks the latest molds down. Cybertronian quest keeps the truth in the sound.
Scooby Prime File got the deals with the chase. Bear 2727 brings the fire to the place. Yo,
Prime in the mix, bringing power every time. Disney designs makes the visions come alive.
TNT, Neon Prime hits the room. It's TNT time.
T3PK Network. Let the whole thing shine. Every show has a voice. Every creator has a time. T3PK Network. Feel the rhythm come alive. Transformers, third party kingdom. Oh, this is where we thrive. Every vision has a home. Every name gets its light. Different shows building something bigger every night. Transformers, third party kingdom.
Let's start the show.